Hi everybody. So you probably clicked on this video because you're researching some sort of heart arrhythmia, probably SVT or ectopic beats, or maybe you're looking up catheter ablations because, I've had it all, which is why I'm making this video. I've been through the ringer. I'm still going through the ringer and we're still trying to figure this all out. But I'm trying to make a video just to let you know that there's people out there that have the same issue as you, because it just seems to help. I've searched and searched online, Google searches, YouTube searches, everything, looking for people that have the same problem. It makes you feel better, and you just try to figure out how to cope with it. And it's not the easiest thing in the world. So here I am, making a video, and I'm going to talk about the first kind of times I had SVT bouts. And I can remember it very clearly, and I'm sure you can remember the first time you had something, probably. I was 5 years old, I think, the first time I ever had it, which is kind of typical, I think, from what I hear and read. SVT starts at a young age, they say, and so I had it at 5. I remember the day I was going to the park, I was drinking Gatorade, and all of a sudden I was sitting in the back seat of the car and I felt my heart just racing, and it scared me. I was little, but I didn't say anything. I just sat there and I kind of waited for it to pass, and it did. I felt it, kind of kick out and go back to normal. And I looked at my Gatorade and I thought, man, what is in this? And I threw Gatorade to the side and didn't drink it for years. I'm talking until middle school before I trusted Gatorade again, because I thought that's what made my heart go out of rhythm. And maybe it kind of didn't help. Maybe it, caused it to go out a little bit or something with the electrolytes. I don't know. But it did go out, and I blame the Gatorade. That was till probably then. I didn't have another big episode till close to middle school. And I was sitting in class, goofing off with some friends, and all of a sudden I felt my heart take off. I did the same thing, didn't tell anybody. I just sat there. And then it stopped, and I just kind of worried about it the rest of the day. And that was kind of where I think it really began, at that point, because that's where I started noticing the skipped beats every day and shortness of breath, and just kind of like feeling anxiety waiting for it to happen again. And then the next time it happened after that, I'd been riding my bike all day. I was probably in middle school at this time, riding my bicycle around the yard. And I went inside, I was watching TV, I was watching Nitro Circus, which is kind of an exciting show, especially when you're a younger person, younger kid, little daredevil. And my heart took off, and this time I sat there and it didn't stop. So I went in, I got my mom from the bedroom, and I was like, hey, something's going on, I can feel it just racing and racing. And she didn't know what to do. She just kind of felt it and was like, well, do you think you need to go to the hospital? And I was like, yeah, let's go. So we hopped in the car. We actually had to get gas. So we drove, the hospital was 25 minutes from the house. And she was going to drive me. So we hopped in the car, drove up to the gas station because we had to get gas. And when we were sitting there pumping gas, it went back to normal. I'm sure she didn't know what it was. It could have been she might have thought it was a panic attack or something, but no, I felt it go back into rhythm, and, it was what I think is SVT, which is still kind of up in the air, according to my newest doctor I'm seeing, but every other doctor I've ever seen has said it's SVT. It's just a big, long story that just keeps going and going and unraveling, but anyways, after that time, there was a bunch of other times. I remember I've gotten it when I was swimming. I've gotten it when I was running. I've gotten it just sitting on the couch. I've got it when I was chopping firewood. It just takes off. I can be sitting there and my heart will just be normal beating, 70 beats per minute or whatever resting is. And then boom, it takes off. It'll be 200 beats per minute, pounding, 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 and then it'll stop. Well, not stop, but it'll go back to normal. But they can last anywhere from a couple seconds to the longest one I've ever had was over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And it was scary. It's very uncomfortable. I know some people have it way worse. They can last days, a couple days, I guess I've heard. But luckily I don't have that, but it's bad enough. It's nerve-wracking. I wish people didn't have to go through it because it is scary. We're in the process of trying to get it figured out, but I'm just letting you know everything I've been through because I've done it all the tests, Holter monitors, EKGs. I had an EP study, weren't able to, make it misbehave basically, which I'm not sure if that was the doctor's fault or not. I'm going to see a new one now, but yeah, so I understand what it's like. I'm going to be making these videos about basically what I've been going through for years and years, the last 15, 20 years, and hopefully you like it. If you want to know more information, please comment below if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks.